Eagles at the Patriots on Sunday in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Welcome back to Eagles 360. Dave Spadaro, Eagles Insider, along with Glenn Macnow. The Eagles not favored by anybody to win this game doesn't mean that they won't win the game. And we are now going to hear from Glenn Macnow via the fans some of the great upsets in Eagles football history.
Went on Twitter last night, Dave Spadaro, and asked people to
Welcome
remember
to the 21st
some
century.
of the great ones. I'm Mr. Twitter. Asked the fans to give me some of the great upsets of all time, and I got to tell you, they responded. The good news is the Eagles have really been involved in a lot of big upsets over the years. I'll give you the runners-up, and then I'll give you the top five. Runners-up. I didn't want to go too ancient, but the last game of 1953, the Cleveland Browns were going for 12-0 perfect record. Eagles beat them. That was from noted non-Twitterer Ray Didinger.
Okay, I was going to say, somebody on Twitter does not know 1953.
No,
No way.
No, but here's some of the good ones on Twitter. 1995, the famous 4th-and-1 game against Dallas. Ricky Waters ran for 110 yards. Gary Anderson field goal. Cowboys. Right, it was beautiful. The Cowboys were Super Bowl champs before and after that, so that was a good one. November 25th, 2002, McNabb breaks his ankle. They go to San Francisco for a Monday night game.
I do not believe what I've seen here.
9-point underdogs. Coy Detmer is great, blows out his elbow,
Yes.
and they still win behind A.J. Feely. These are the runners-up, and almost 2007 against the Patriots. The Patriots were 24.5-point favorites, and the Eagles hung in there till the end. It was the Patriots' undefeated
And the quarterback of that game?
was A.J. Feely.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so here's your top five, counting down. Number 5, thank you, Josh Winters on Twitter. This is the Eagles go to Dallas, beat them 10-6 as 10-point underdogs in 2007. The Cowboys were 13-3 that year, and that game is best remembered for the very end of the game. You know it. They give the ball.
Westbrook.
Brian Westbrook with just 2 minutes to go, and what happens?
Stops at the 1-yard line.
Right.
Breaking the hearts of fantasy football players everywhere.
Yeah, could have used that 6 points, but Andy Reid says that was that Villanova education showing itself.
That's right.
All right, number 4, September 22nd, 1985. The Eagles go into Washington. Week 3 is a 14-point underdog. Randall Cunningham's first win in the National Football League. Eagles had not scored a touchdown the first 2 weeks. They were 14-point underdogs to Washington, and they go in and beat them 19-6. That was Joe Gibbs' team in his prime.
Head coach that day for the Eagles?
Was Marion Campbell. Kind of, it was like things were slipping away. His last year before Buddy Ryan was not a good season, but that was a great underdog
Fred
win.
Bruni later that year, right?
Right. Somebody named Smiley Criswell got
Yes.
2 sacks for the Eagles. Yeah?
I do remember that. In fact, he wore number 92, if I believe, prior to Reggie White wearing number 92.
That's not why they retired it, though, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, number 3, Rob McGinnis gave me this one on Twitter, and it's a good one. 2008 playoff game against the New York Giants, who were the number 1 seed. The Giants coming off of their Super Bowl win the year before. Eagles have to go up to the Meadowlands. This is going to be a really tough one. Wind chill 17 miles an hour. You remember it. 20-mile-an-hour winds. It's a tough day. And the Eagles, who were 8-6-1 that year, go up and beat the Giants that day. I'm trying to find the final score. I don't have it.
It doesn't matter because the upset really that year was getting into the playoffs. As we remember, the last day of the season, Tampa Bay winning, Dallas comes into Lincoln Financial Field, and it was just a nutsy, crazy 4 o'clock game, and the Eagles went out and smoked the Dallas Cowboys.
New York Giants.
No, to get into the playoffs.
To get into it. I'm sorry. Yeah, the last game.
That was the upset. The Giants game, that was just mojo.
And you know what? It was they got the bad Eli that game, and the Eagles have always had good Eli, bad Eli. They crushed Eli that day.
Saw bad Eli on Sunday against Washington, by the way.
Indeed
3 interceptions and a fall down.
All right, here you go. Number 2, 1979 against the Cowboys. The Cowboys had beaten the Eagles 9 times in a row. They had beaten them 21 of the last 23 games. The Eagles go to Dallas, and this was where Dick Vermeil, for 3 years after he came to the Eagles, said, we got to beat the Cowboys. You got to do the extra rep because we got to beat the Cowboys. You got to run the extra wind sprint so we can beat the Cowboys. Night before that game, in the hotel, Dick Vermeil says to his players, you know what? He calls them all together in the hotel. You know what it's going to take to beat the Cowboys? One more day. And he leaves, and they're chanting and screaming, one more day, one more day. They go out. Jaws gets hurt that game. They beat him behind.
Johnny Walton.
That is correct. 59-yard field goal that game by
Tony Franklin.
And the Eagles beat the Cowboys 31-21. A great upset.
And somewhere Dick Vermeil is watching this, no doubt sobbing at the memory.
It was a great, great moment. And the all-time best Eagle upset, and by the way, this came from one of our fans. We'll put the Twitter handle up there. Was 1994. Not a good year for the Eagles. They went 7-9. They played the San Francisco 49ers, who, by the way, would win the Super Bowl that year in San Francisco. They go into that one as a 10-point underdog, and they beat them 40-8. Whose great debut that day?
Charlie Garner, of course. Come on. What do I look like I was born yesterday? Well, maybe I do look like I was born yesterday. Do I look like I fell off the turnip?
Oh, you have a hairline of somebody born yesterday.
Do I look like I fell off the turnip truck without knowing that Charlie Garner day? Come on, Victor Bailey, big day.
Victor Bailey, Mark Bavaro catches a
big
touchdown.
day. Yeah.
A lot of non-memorable Eagles that day.
Headed by which coach?
Rich coach.
There we go.
William Fuller knocked Steve Young out
So
of the game.
it can happen, Eagles fans, and it will on Sunday. Thank you very much for the trip down memory lane to Glenn and to all the fans who helped us on Twitter, that new fangled technology that may or may not last.